Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the latest of the Dirty Scot Vodka reviews. This week is number 8, I believe, and I have flavoured vodkas for you this week. I have Grey Goose Le Citron. Le Citron, for those of you who don't speak French or aren't pretentious, means with lemon. Next up is Absolut Mandarin. Mandarin is a sort of the best way I can describe it is like a tiny little orange, but much sweeter. And last but not least, I'm not even entirely convinced this vodka counts as flavoured, but for the sake of this week's review, we're going to say it does, is Pincer Vodka. Now, Pincer Vodka is infused with delicate botanical extracts of milk, thistle and wild elderflower. Right. The back of the bottle is pretty awesome. It's got a quote in Latin, which it doesn't actually bother providing a translation for. The quote is, prepare for butchery, because I don't read Latin, I have a Scottish accent and this should be fun. Errare humanum est innocere divinum, by Marcus Tullius Cicero. And I'm going to guess that's a Roman, because it was between 106 and 46 BC. Their explanation of how to make the vodka is thus: we combine centuries of distilling heritage, 100% selected grain and the finest Scottish mountain water with the natural botanical extracts of milk thistle and wild elderflower to produce the truly unique Pincer Vodka. Truly unique Scottish Pincer Vodka. I wonder how it's going to taste. I mean, I'm not really one for walking around eating plants, so I don't know how milk thistle or wild elderflower tastes. If any of you like doing that, if any of you go into forests and then just pick plants and start chewing on them, you're weird, but you might know how it tastes. I don't. I'm gonna find out how it tastes in a vodka. So, first up, we have Grey Goose Le Citron, and as always, my preferred mixer is diet or sugar-free 7-Up. The reason for this is it's an extremely neutral vodka, an extremely neutral taste. It'll bring out the best or worst qualities in pretty much any vodka, and the lack of sugar not only helps with that, but it means I'm not going to get fat drinking it, which is a plus in my book. So, let's see how this tastes, shall we? Smooth, very smooth. The citrus, the lemon's really strong in it. You can really taste it. The vodka sits on the top of your tongue, kind of spreads out from there, and then as soon as the vodka taste, which is very slight, goes away, you really get hit with the lemon taste. And I mean hit in a good sense. It's a lovely taste. It's a really nice aromatic scent that goes up your nose and is in your mouth, and it's quite lovely. I actually prefer this to normal Grey Goose. Normal Grey Goose is fine, I'm not a huge fan of it, I think it's overpriced for what it is. But this is actually really good stuff. If you're going to buy some Grey Goose, get the Le Citron, get the stuff with the lemon in it, it's actually really nice. Next up is Absolut Mandarin, and I have a confession here to make. I actually really like mandarin, the fruit. I'm a big fan of it. So, I'm anticipating enjoying this. But, I've been wrong in these reviews before, so don't be hugely surprised if it turns out I hate this. There's more of a kick. Taste there's more of an alcohol kick when you first drink it. It's the first thing I noticed. I should say it's not a strong alcohol kick, it's just more than the Grey Goose. After that, the mandarin taste takes over, and it fills your entire mouth, which is nice. Doesn't just hang in the back of your throat and the back of your tongue, it fills up your entire mouth. I feel like this would be a fantastic vodka to use in a mixer, because the sweet mandarin really does, it's very sharp, and it really takes away from the unpleasant aspects of ethanol, the unpleasant aspects of the alcohol. It really mutes them in favour of a nice sharp tang, a nice sharp kick, and the aftertaste gorgeous. Oh, it's going to be difficult to choose just between that and the Citron. Right, let's see where Pincer comes in. Now, this is a Scottish vodka, but I will point out I am not biased. My vodka is more important to me than the location it came from. So let's find out how Pincer does. I can say one good thing for it. There's no kick at all. It's extremely smooth. I'm not a fan of the taste. It's not a horrible taste, it's just... I can't even describe it. It's milk thistle-y. Tastes like elderflower. I don't know. It's not my cup of tea. It's technically a good vodka. I can tell there's no ethanol kick to it at all. It's extremely smooth. It's a technically nice vodka. It's not my thing. So with that in mind, which would I choose if I had to pick one of these vodkas to recommend to you? Well, the difficult part here is the Le Citron and the Absolut Mandarin are both about equal in my book. So the kicker goes to the fact that the Mandarin, the Absolut, costs about half the price of the Grey Goose. That's pretty much what it comes down to. On the other hand, if you really like lemon and really hate mandarins, you know, you probably want to grab the Grey Goose Citron instead. For me, I go with Absolut Mandarin. It's cheaper, it's just as nice, feels like it would mix fantastically. I'm not actually a huge fan of Absolut Vodka in general. I think it tends to be a little bit too ethanol heavy compared to other more expensive vodkas, but the Mandarin version doesn't have that problem. The Mandarin really takes away from that ethanol aftertaste that some Absoluts have via having the Mandarin in it. So the Mandarin being there really improves the Absolut vodka as a whole. That being said, that and the Grey Goose are both recommended. If you like elderflower and milk thistle for whatever reason, you'll probably love the Pincer Vodka. It's extremely smooth. I have nothing bad to say other than I don't like the taste of elderberry and elderflower and milk thistle apparently. And that's us for another week of vodka reviews. This week I apologise for it not being nearly as funny as some of the previous ones. And I want to give a shout out to my usual Twitter peeps, at it's Steffi Lynn, at MMA Ill, at Sean Sheehan BH, at Taste_Tanya, at Agirly MMA, at Crooklyn MMA. You know them by now. If you don't know them by now, you should. You should definitely be following them. They're fantastic, not only for their take on my vodka drinking and their own take on alcohol, but because they're fantastic at talking about MMA. Every one of them to a T. If you like MMA, you will love following them on Twitter. They don't spam, they don't RT a lot, they're not going to clog up your timeline. They're going to be funny, they're going to give you interesting stuff, they're going to chat with you. What's not to love, huh? Well, that's it for yet another Dirty Scot vodka review. Hopefully you will join me next week for part 9, where if all goes to plan, I'm going to be reviewing some honey vodkas. That's vodka made with honey. And I'll probably be doing it straight. I'll give it a try beforehand with the 7-Up, see how it goes, but generally I drink honey vodka straight, so there's a chance I'll be pretty wasted for that. If you like Wasted Scotsman, you do not want to miss that. I will catch you next week.